Matt Lenihan, Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Delighted to be joined by Callum Simpson. Callum, many rounds in the bag, deep into camp, less than 3 weeks away from you returning home. Oakwell, big night. How are you feeling at this sort of stage in camp?
Yeah, we've got a big homecoming, like I said, just under 3 weeks now. So yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, I've been getting plenty of rounds sparring in. I know some people don't spar that much, but I love sparring. For me, it's always been the thing that brings my fitness up the most, because I've got a high intensity work rate as well. It's important to get those good spars in, and yeah, so sparring's going well, training's going well, weight's good, everything's falling into place nicely, mate. Just looking forward for fight night.
It's mad when you think like a year back, or maybe a year and a half back, if you could have sort of asked for certain things to fall in the right place. It has done, hasn't it? You've got your sort of Oakwell thing in Barnsley, British title shot. Everything seems to be going to plan. And look, you've got to do the business fight night, but happy with where things are at. You must be buzzing in your head at where you're at mentally, physically, and primed and ready to go.
Definitely, when I first signed on manager Kerry Marie a few years ago now, we had a plan in place and everything. Like the first 10 fights, the first 7 fights I had with him, obviously won them all. Most by stoppage, 5 in the first round. Then the next plan was to get the TV deal. We got signed with Boxer Sky. Then it was a case of showcasing me on Sky, getting some good fights, winning an international title. We'll get a world ranking, and then the homecoming Barnsley now. So obviously the next step is to solidify my place domestically as a British Commonwealth champion, and then keep on stepping up. But it's a big team effort. Like I'm doing my part. Ben Sholm's doing his part. Sky, Box, they're all behind me, investing in me. Kevin is, my team are. So it's just for me now to deliver on fight night. Yeah. That's the easy bit.
But when you see what's happening with Boxer as well, obviously I know they've just signed a Chris Eubank Jr. They're giving you your opportunities. I think I've seen him. Ben was with Ben Whitaker in America. There seems to be a lot of plans in place, and you seem to be a big part of that, showing a lot of faith in you.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I think I proved myself. It's not a case of, Sky and Boxer are very smart. They're not just going to invest in someone and bring him to his hometown stadium for no reason. So obviously, like I say, it's not just a case of they're just giving me everything for nothing. I've had to work hard to get where I am and my team have. But yeah, it's good to know that I'm part of their plans, the conversation we've had with Sky, the meetings and stuff, that I'm a very big part of their plans moving forward as a promoter. So yeah, it means a lot to me that they think a lot of me as well.
I think when we spoke at the Garrison in Barnsley, I spoke to Ben, I spoke to yourself, and it was all very there was not so much a relief in the air, but when they saw, I think, the pre-sale sign-ups, it was like, all right, we've definitely made the right decision. But then once they went, they were gone. Like, have you got still people messaging you now, even though this is all sold out, saying, can we still get tickets? How do we get tickets? Because, like, what you've done is you've sold out within, like, what was it? How many hours? I mean, I think they put it out, but you've done it quicker than a lot would, like 7,500.
Yeah, I think they did 7,000 within the first 48 hours, I believe it was. Well, not even, sorry, because it was pre-sale for the season ticket holders and pre-sale. So actually, from when it was on general sale, it was sold out within like 30 hours or something. But I believe that they reserved a few tickets for the undercard. Yeah. But I think they might have released some more tickets now because obviously they were going to put a big undercard on local ticket sellers. Obviously, they've not needed that now because of how quick it's sold. So I think there actually might be some like post-production tickets available. I'm not too sure. I'm actually getting my website set up tomorrow, so I've got a few physical tickets that are ringside is available. So if anyone wants them, check out my website. Going live probably by the time this has gone out, we'll get it up. Some merch as well, some T-shirts. Team Simpson official team. Not the sponsored T-shirts, just the team one. Yeah, the logos. Yeah, the Callum Simpson logos. Yeah.
You seem to, for someone who's in this position, I know we sort of joke then and goes, the fighting, that's the easy part, but you seem to not let all the stuff what goes on outside of this bother you. I know when I message saying, can I come do a bit, can we come round, and you're like, yeah, sound, no worries, this is what we've done today, we've sparred this, that and the other. With all the noise that sort of surrounds this big event, even when you were at the Garrison, you take your time, you speak to everybody there, every man, woman and child got a photo and got to speak to you. It doesn't seem to phase you. It's almost like you're meant to be in this position. Is that how you feel? Like, look, this is still just part of this journey. This isn't like be all and end all. Once this is done, we'll be moving on.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with what you just said. And I was at the England Boxing Awards with Johnny Nelson the other day, and he was saying, "No, is it all getting to you yet? The excitement getting to you yet?" And I'm like, "What do you mean getting to me? Like, what would be getting to me?" But no, there's people asking you about the fight everyone's talking about. I'm like, "Not really. No, I'm just doing what I love doing. You know, I'm living my dream. Like, you know, it's very, very hard, but you know, I feel like this is what I'm made for. This it's meant to be. It's almost destiny, fate. You could say. So yeah, I'm just enjoying it, and I think obviously, like I said, I'm just a local lad, just doing what I enjoy, and you know, I've always been like very humble and grounded, and like speak to everybody, give everyone my time, and respectful, well mannered, and I'll continue to always be that.
Obviously, aside from that, when the physical stuff starts, you have a job to do. You have a tough test in hand. He's working away, training away. I asked you at the start of camp, I know you were already training anyway, like you're always in shape, but you were like, look, I stop him. As the camp's gone on, as you've done your rounds, as you've sort of seen what place you are in physically, has that altered at all? Is it like, look, I'm even more confident now that this happens, or there'll be a few extra things happening? In your heart of hearts, when you look at him, and obviously when you see him talking, you see him doing interviews, is it a case of, look, this is ending, and this is ending quick? How do you see it?
I believe I stop him. Yeah, I'm very confident in that. Not that obviously I want to stop. Of course I want to knock him out. Every box wants to knock out their opponent, but it's not a case that I'll be going looking for it. But I believe it'll come. You know, what we've been working on, my fitness, my intensity. I think I seen an interview today, someone saying that I've never fought anybody as intense with his intensity, but he's never fought anyone like me. Like, I won't phone to my dad, and he was on about some of the comments on Instagram and stuff, and he was just like, they ain't got a clue. They ain't got a clue about you, and it's like, and it's just funny because I just can't wait to prove myself and show people what I've actually got to show.
I was going to say, is that a good thing though? Because although, look, from the outside looking in, people would say, I think, would back you, but there's still a lot of people that would say, oh look, he's not fought a Zak Chelli before, which I suppose on paper is right. We know who you've sparred with before, and sparring, so people will say, but look, he's never fought a guy like a Zak Chelli before, and this and this. But from that side, is that quite a good thing, the fact that there is still that's the element of, you know what, that suits me down to the ground, because I can go in there, show you all, you can all jump on the bandwagon after, because I suppose if you were going in there like you are in the last few fights where people are like, look, might be a bit tough, but Callum will win, kind of thing. It's different, isn't it? You have still got to prove to people.
Yeah, definitely. And like, again, people that are saying the comments, whether it's online or interviews, whatever, that are siding with Chelli, I said to my dad, I said, Dad, like, really, what have they haven't seen what they don't know what we know. Like, people that know, and like they've not seen what I'm about yet. They've only seen little. A lot of them have only seen a few little rounds that I've done on Sky. They haven't seen what I can do in the gym, what I can do on Fight Night when I need to. And but for me, I've been asking for this fight since Chelli had the English title. I've been asking for it when I won the areas interview, when I won the area title, saying I want Zak Chelli when he had the English. And Zak's like said, oh, I've not proved myself yet. Well, this is it now. Like, I'm trying to prove myself. I seen an interview where he said I've had it the easy way. I've been handed the British title on a plate. I've been silver spooned, and I'm just like what is it? Fed the silver spoon or something. Yeah. That saying, I was thinking, this guy ain't got a clue. Like, how I've had it, how long it's been, and the come up I've had. Yeah, so he ain't got a clue.
I was going to say, because you did it, you didn't have this sort of big Olympic background where you were getting bounced into sponsorship deal to this and this. You brought yourself up on the small hall circuit. You brought people's attention with the knockout. You're obviously bringing the fans in as well. So do you see it as, no, look, I have done this the hard way, and you know that will show, because you haven't had it easy really. You're giving an opportunity, but you know as well as I do, we've seen people get opportunities on Sky, on DAZN, all these platforms, and sometimes the lights are a bit too bright, and they might not rebuild from that. Do you see that as like that was your hard route?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I've been given the opportunity. I've taken the opportunity. I made the opportunity for myself. You know, my first 10 fights, I was working full time. You know, working pretty much every Saturday, Sunday in retail. Like, I think last Christmas was my first Christmas off. In fact, the Christmas where I spent when I went to Spa Batavia, that was my first Christmas off since I was 16 years old.
What a present.
Before that, I used to work, you know, Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, and pretty much every New Year's. And obviously, you know, going to work after my weigh-ins, going to work the day after my fights. You know, my first 10 fights. And I seen an interview where Chelli's saying that in lockdown he did a part-time job as a supply teacher, 8 till 4, and it was too much for him. I was like, they haven't got a clue the hardships and how hard I've had to work. So yeah, it's all gonna show. It's all gonna show.
Last one from me. Your dad plays an interesting role. I see he's on the stories like it's 5 a.m. We're here. We're at the gym. He's taking me on my runs. Does that sort of bring you back down a bit where he's still on you? Like, look, we're up, we're gone. What sort of role does he play in camp? I know obviously match trainer, but what role does he play in terms of like the runs and getting you going kind of thing? Because it's an interesting one.
Yeah, so with my dad, my dad's the reason I got into boxing, a massive part of my life and my boxing career. And so basically, when I was younger, my mum and dad split when I was like 5, but they lived about 20 minutes away from me. But he used to come and pick me up at like 5:30 in the morning, either to go to Lock Park and do sprint sessions or runs, or I used to try and pedal his bike next to me while I did my run. But I took it, but he couldn't ride a bike properly, so I took over him after like 20 seconds anyway. But yeah, so we had like a bit of a tradition where when I was at school, he used to come and pick me up in the morning, take me for a run, take me for a sprint session. And then since I've moved a bit further away, we've not really been doing that. I've just been doing it myself. Train boxing in the morning, train in the evening. And I messaged him a few weeks, like 2 months ago, just saying, "No, should we get back on it in the morning? Come pick me up in the morning, go to the gym. We'll do us." Because he's always trying to get back, trying to get fit, trying to get a bit of weight off and get fit for my fight as well. So I'm in camp for my fight. He's in camp for my fight as well. So it's good for me because I know that he's coming to pick me up. So some mornings it's hard. I've got to be like, I have an extra half an hour in bed, but because I know he's picking me up, and I've got to be up. And because he knows he's got to pick me up, he's got to go up. So it motivates him, motivates me. Yeah. And yeah, obviously I'm proud of him. He's doing well. He's lost nearly 2 stone now. I did him a little diet, so he's lost nearly 2 stone. He's smashed it. He's getting his 5Ks under 28 minutes, and just for fun. And obviously, so I'll do. We're not running at the same speed. We'll run at the same time, but I'll do my run. He'll do his. And but yeah, it's just a case to help keep me motivated, keep him motivated. But yeah, so my dad's a massive part of my life and my boxing, and yeah. So it's just something that tradition we've always kind of done.
Well, look, I think providing everything obviously goes well for you, it'll be a special night for yourself, your family, and we'll talk about that in obviously the build-up and on fight week. Callum, look, thank you for letting me come and watch a bit of sparring and being a part of camp and seeing what's going on, and we're looking forward to it. And yeah, what else do you want to say before we sign this off? No, just obviously thank you for everyone's support. Hope everyone has a great night of boxing, enjoy it, and hopefully many more to come. 100%. Callum Simpson, appreciate your time. Catch up soon.